Hello friends, today I'm going to solve LeetCode problem number 1496, path crossing. So in this problem we are given a string path where the value at any given index in path can be the characters n as ew, and each represents moving one unit towards north, south, east or west. And we are going to start from origin, that is 0 comma 0, and on a 2D plane we are going to move based on the specified path. So if we are able to cross the path again, then we return true. If the path never meets, then we return false. Now here in this example we are starting from 0 comma 0 index, and now our path is NES. So north means, N means north, so we move one step towards the north. E means we move one step towards the east. S means we move one step towards the south. So as we reached the end of the path, we can see that the path did not cross anywhere, right? So in that case we are returning false. Now here in this case our path is crossing at this position, right? So that is when we return true. Now the question is, how do we solve this problem? So to solve this problem, let's take this example and let's see how we can approach this problem. So I'm going to use this drawing tool to solve this problem so that it's easier for me to illustrate. Now since we are starting from a 2D array, so we start from 0 comma 0 index, right? I mean 2D plane. In 2D plane we start from 0 comma 0. Now we move north. So north means we are moving in the y-axis. Okay, we're moving in positive y-axis. This is negative y-axis. And southeast means we are moving in x-axis. Okay, so we moved one step towards north. Now our position is 1 comma 0, right? Here our position was 0 comma 0. Next what we do is we move east. So one step east makes our position, new position becomes 1 comma 1. Next we move south. So south is we move negative y. So our axis same, we only move the y-axis. So now our coordinate becomes 1 comma 0. Okay, next we move west. So that means we are moving negative y direction. So here we reach the same position again. Now since we reach the same position again, we are going to return true because we found that the path crosses, so we do not need to move further. Okay, so now how do we find? So we can do that by creating a set. So each time we start for each of the position, we put all of them in our set, and if we encounter that position again in our set, that is when we know that we have already visited it and we return the value true. Okay, so that's all we need to do to solve this problem. For north and south, what are we gonna do? North we move positive y-axis, okay, and for south we move negative y-axis, and for east we move positive x-axis, and for west we move negative y-axis. Okay, so this is all that we need to remember to solve this problem. So now let's dive into our code. So let us first create our set where we are gonna store all the positions that we have visited so far. Now let us define our initial position. Okay, so x equals 0 and y equals 0. Now for each of the direction in our path, so if the direction is equals to north, then what are we gonna do? We are gonna move positive y-axis, right? So positive y means we are gonna add 1 to y, so y plus equals 1. And I'm just going to copy and paste this over here and change the direction to s. So if it is south, then we move negative y-axis, so that's y minus here. Okay, similarly what are we gonna do here is for east and west, we are gonna do the similar thing. So if it's east, so for east what do? We move to the positive x-axis, right? So what I'm gonna do here is instead of y I'll have x, and I'm gonna add a 1 because I'm moving in positive direction. Now for west I'm moving in negative y-axis, so that's why I'm minus 1. Okay, now before doing all of these things, I also need to add to my set the initial position, right? So initial position is this, so I'm gonna add to my set, add, and here I'm gonna use this. So I'm gonna add x underscore and then $y. Okay, so this will add our path in the form of string. Now I'm again now here, after changing the direction, I'm gonna check if that new position is already present in our set or not. So if that new position that we found after making all of these changes, if it is present, okay, so here if condition, if the set is present, then if the element is present in set, then we are going to return true, because we found that there is a path crossing, right? Else we return false because we were not able to find any crossing positions. So that's all about this solution. Let's try to run this code and check if this works. Awesome, let's submit this code. So talking about the time complexity, we have been able to solve it in O of n time complexity because we only have one for loop and no nested loops, and the space complexity is also O of n as we are using a set. So yeah, that's all about this solution. I hope you liked my solution. Let me know in the comments down below, and please like my video and subscribe to the channel for more such videos. Thank you so much for watching till the end.